What's up, everybody? And today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 and a leak that I think is very, very, very intriguing and that I'm very excited for. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to answer the question of the day, which pretty much leads into the whole video, and then I'm just going to play some of the new Modern Warfare 2 Dark Water footage in the background while I talk about these leaks or rumors or whatever they are, okay? I'm excited about them, and I don't usually do videos like this, so you can probably tell how excited I am about these rumors, and you'll know why I want to make this video, because I think it's absolutely fantastic. But let's start with the question of the day. It comes from, let me try, I can't say this. The name is, I'm going to try, I apologize if I get it wrong, mate. As Axia? Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. But your question's important. It's so important that I've pretty much doing a whole video about it. It says, question, what is your favorite thing about Modern Warfare besides Clean House that you want to come back for Modern Warfare 2? And there's one big thing that I want to come back for Modern Warfare 2 that was in the original Modern Warfare, and that's the grittiness of the game. And you might be like, well, that sounds a bit cliche, but if you think about Cold War and Vanguard, they kind of just went a little bit more fantastical. They went a little bit more fictional, right? The story in Modern Warfare, even though it is a little extreme and a little Mission Impossible-esque, it has some realistic kind of, it has a realistic foundation, whereas the other ones don't really have that. You know, Cold War is more, obviously it's Black Ops, so it's founded more in government kind of stuff, that's all conspiracy stuff, so it's a little bit more fantastical. And then Vanguard was way out there fantastical. The story was good, but you know, it was a bit out there, whereas this Modern Warfare is very much more gritty and realistic in a sense. And I'll say realistic, I'm a former Royal Marines commando, and I'm going to tell you straight, there isn't a video game out there that's realistic enough, in my opinion, like the real military. But when you take kind of them tactics and a little bit more seriousness with the characters, you get something like Modern Warfare, which I genuinely think was a refreshing take on Call of Duty. And I hope they take that grittiness and move it into Modern Warfare 2. And I have a feeling they're going to do that with these leaks that I'm going to talk about right now. So thank you for your question. I apologize that I couldn't pronounce your name. If you've got a question, leave it in the comment section down below. Let's pull this gameplay up while I talk about these very important leaks. In fact, let me put a little bit of audio on there so we can hear a little bit in the background. So there is a leak. Now this leak's been out there for a while, but I need to talk about it because there's a few things in there that I think are very important. There's a new mode called Modern Warfare 2 DMZ, or Z, depending on where you're from. All right, my wife pronounces it Z, I pronounce it Z. Whatever, not a big deal. DMZ. This mode is Call of Duty's take on Escape from Tarkov, the Escape from Tarkov kind of gameplay. Now, if you don't know what Escape from Tarkov is, which 99% of my audience probably do, is you drop into an area, it's basically you've got one life, you collect as much crap as you can, you get the hell out, and you kind of build your own little base in the background, or it's not like a base, but it's like a little bunker in it, and you build little bits and bobs. Now, there's rumors that they're hiring people for an RPG-style open-world military game, right? Which you might be thinking, open world, like maybe Warzone, you could think of that, but RPG style mechanics. Now I want to take this rumor, I'm going to read what it says on the article, and I'm going to basically give you what I want to happen, what I want them to do in the future. So let me just read this article real quick. It's from PC Games, and it says, rumors of the new mode DMZ for the upcoming Modern Warfare 2 have circulated for a while now, but the Tarkov-like game has not received an official announcement, despite the FPS game's multiplayer being confirmed and inspired by Call of Duty Warzone's emergent gameplay. Now, the new report by Ralph's Valve at What If Gaming suggests the Call of Duty's DMZ mode has seen a number of changes during its 4-year development and is set to launch following Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 in Q1 2023. Now we'll talk about that. Although may be released as an independent free-to-play beta instead. The reports describe DMZ as an open-world game of sorts with a storyline that continues from the main Modern Warfare 2 campaign. The gameplay will include characters, fronts, quests, and both PvP and PvE combat encounters, much like Escape from Tarkov, of course. The reports conclude that Call of Duty DMZ is currently down for a reveal in August, as per with reports. This is like this, however, take everything unconfirmed until Activision actually announces it. Okay, a few things I want to talk about here. First and foremost, right, a Tarkov-inspired game by Call of Duty. Now, in my opinion, the gameplay for Tarkov, I've always wanted to get into it. I'm just not good with a mouse and keyboard, and I think that the Tarkov game itself is fantastic. Like, it's genuinely something that I'm craving. I'm not good enough with a mouse and keyboard, and I know there's hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people who have that same issue where they're just not as good with a mouse and keyboard. Maybe they can only afford a console and they can't afford a gaming PC, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of different reasons for that. And I know people are going to be saying mouse and keyboard are superior and you can get good at it. We know that already. But what's important is giving people the access to a game that has a fundamental kind of RPG style mechanic that is fantastic. It's fantastic. You go in, you take out people, you loot things, you kind of build your own arsenal. That's something that Call of Duty's never done. You always unlock weapons through leveling up. But what if you dropped into this open world, right? You went around, you collect with a team, you collect stuff, and you build your own base, and you do have RPG mechanics. Do you have any idea how much that would absolutely blow up? It would be amazing. If that was a free-to-play game, along with Warzone 2, right? Along with the fact that this is going to give little bits of story, just like Warzone did for the Modern Warfare 2 game. This is massive, guys. It's absolutely massive. What else did they say? That it'll come out in Q1 2023. So we know that Warzone 2 isn't going to come out in October when Modern Warfare 2 comes out. This gives us plenty of time to play Modern Warfare 2 story, jump into the multiplayer, play a ton of the multiplayer, get good at the mechanics, because this is a new game engine, and although it will probably feel very similar to the regular Modern Warfare game, it's definitely going to have some little tidbits that we're going to have to get used to. There's apparently different movement mechanics and things like that. Plus, we're going to have to get used to the weapons. It's been a long time since we played the original Modern Warfare, because we've had different iterations of Cold War and Vanguard now, which was a World War II game, which means the guns are a little bit different. So it's going to give us a little bit of time to get good, get refreshed, especially people like me who we've dabbled in Warzone recently, but for the most part, I haven't been sinking my teeth into Warzone since a year or two ago, when I was really invested with my friends. And I think there's a lot of people out there watching these videos who feel the same way. They've drifted away from Warzone because there was a bunch of cheaters and it didn't feel good. It got too sweaty and it just didn't feel right. And now, especially with all these different games integrating with it, with like the World War II style and all that lot, if we get Warzone 2, it's a bit more refined and a bit more, it's got a bit more vision to the future. Like, this game is being made so that other games can sink into it as well, and it can evolve as time goes on, and I think that's really important. But give us this other mode as well, where it's an RPG style mode. We can kind of collect weapons, we can collect, maybe there's an RPG element where you can make your own base like Tarkov and upgrade little things here and there. That would be amazing. Now, how does that fit into the Modern Warfare 2 story? We know that it's going to be in South America. We know that it's some sort of drug cartel style story. How is that going to fit in? Is it going to be in South America still? Is the Modern Warfare 2 game going to eventually move out of South America? Are we going to go to other places like we saw in Modern Warfare and the original Modern Warfare trilogy? We were all over the world in that game. So how is this going to work? Apparently, the rumor is the Warzone 2 map has already been done, and they're already building a second map for Warzone 2. This is a lot of content. A lot of content that would genuinely last 2 years, and apparently, they're not making another Call of Duty game for 2 years after this. So this is big. This game needs to have longevity. There needs to be some sort of microtransactions in there for them to make money back on potentially free-to-play games. Obviously, we know with Warzone that's going to be skins and stuff like that. But what's that going to mean for this Tarkov-style game? Is that going to be skins like you get in Warzone? Because I don't really like that. I want to be able to customize specifically the helmet or the webbing or the boots. I want to be able to customize all them little bits. Is it going to give us that option because it's got RPG mechanics, or is it specifically going to be skins and buying microtransactions through that? I have so many questions, but at the same time, hearing that they're doing this new game mode with a Warzone 2 coming out. Gives me so much hope, especially with being Modern Warfare and Treyarch. We know how good they are. It gives me so much hope in like the potential in this game actually having longevity, because as soon as a new Call of Duty game comes out, they kind of ignore previous ones, and it's such a shame, because if they didn't release another Modern Warfare game if they didn't release another Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 1, I guarantee people would still be playing it and enjoying it. And Cold War and Vanguard kind of diminished that a little bit, unfortunately. Imagine if they kept Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for 2, maybe 3 years, added weapons, new maps, Warzone 2, DMZ. Can you imagine how big that would get and how much the community would genuinely love it? And I think giving it 2 years will also make Call of Duty and Activision step back and be like, okay, we're onto something good here that has the legs to continue. Let's just add to it with story, with a potential, I don't know, Black Ops Cold War 2 or whatever comes in the future, but not ruin the legacy of what Modern Warfare is, because right now the revamped Modern Warfare is fantastic and they need to stick at it. That's pretty much all I've got to say, and I'm very, very excited to learn more about this DMZ. I hope we do get a reveal in August. It's a couple months away. We're going to have a drought now, guys, between now and October, where we're going to get little bits. We've had, as you see it on the screen now, a full mission has been shown to us, right? Which kind of, oh God, it looks so good, doesn't it? The lighting looks fantastic. We've been given a full mission. We've been given trailers. We're not going to get that much information now. So potentially Warzone 2 and DMZ might be the two things we might get a little bit of information from now until October. But for the most part, it's going to be kind of sparse. We're going to have the beta, obviously, at some point. But that's not going to be exactly like news about these extra gameplay modes. So let's stand by, let's wait, let's see what happens. I still can't get over that bit. He has no weapon, he's running away and they kill him. See that? Watch this bit if he plays. He's got no weapon, he's running away. Guy just mows him down. War crimes right there. Alright, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I have not pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 yet. I'm going to be pre-ordering it because I do want that beta. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you excited about this DMZ mode? Do you think it's just they shouldn't be copying Tarkov and they should just leave Tarkov alone? What do you think? Do you think there should be really in-depth RPG mechanics when it comes to your weapons and the different parts of armor that you have? Do you think it's just going to be skins with microtransactions? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I am very, very excited. And if you want more Modern Warfare 2 discussion content like this, let me know that by liking this video and subscribing. For now, members, you're beautiful, you're amazing, I love you. I couldn't do this without you. I honestly couldn't make videos every single day if it wasn't for these beautiful members scrolling past the screen. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I genuinely appreciate it. Links down below to all my socials. Check out my 2 other channels, OriginalAdventures, where we do a tour of our school bus, which is really doing well right now, actually, on that channel. It's blowing up. And also my Sword and Scabbard videos on that new channel, the Sword and Scabbard. I'm getting some videos up very soon as well. Until next time, guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.